My presentation is based on the concept of social disadvantage and its links to youth delinquency. Social disadvantage has long been a topic of interest within sociology, especially considering the ever-increasing gap between the rich and the poor. For the most part, social disadvantage is thought of in terms of low socioeconomic status. However, it can occur across various domains, including housing, education, employment, health, social participation, and leisure. In regards to youth delinquency, reported crimes and engagement in delinquent behaviours has been shown to be higher in areas of significant social disadvantage. However, the link between disadvantage and delinquency remains unclear. Does the disadvantage itself cause delinquency, or do compounding factors create another variable that influences levels of delinquent behaviour? With this uncertainty, it is crucial for the current study to be undertaken. Once a clearer picture of the relationship has been established, appropriate programs can be devised and implemented within the targeted communities. In preparation for the current study, an extensive literature review has been undertaken. Shannon, 2006, studied youth who had been institutionalized for acts of delinquency. His findings demonstrated that of these youths, a majority had experienced social disadvantage before their institutionalization. Furthermore, DaCosta, Heimer, and Whitrock, 2006, proposed that street contexts, which they defined as concentrated areas of disadvantage and social isolation, has a significant effect on violent behaviour. Wright and Fagan, 2013, support this notion as their study revealed that communities experiencing greater levels of disadvantage display systemic patterns of violence. So, while previous research has done a thorough job in determining that there is a connection between social disadvantage and delinquency, the direction of the relationship and the presence of any confounding variables remains unclear. Also, much of the literature measures youth delinquency exclusively through violent behaviours. The current study aims to address these limitations. In an effort to provide a guided focus, the current study will aim to answer the following research questions. 1. Do youths living in socially disadvantaged areas report higher incidences of delinquent behaviours? Also, the current study will make suggestions that boredom of youths living in socially disadvantaged communities is the actual cause of delinquent behaviour, not the social disadvantage itself. Therefore, the following questions will also be addressed. Do youths living in socially disadvantaged areas report higher levels of boredom? In the entire study sample, do youths who report participating in delinquent acts also report the highest levels of boredom? A quantitative approach will be used in the current study. The sample will be taken from high school students aged between 13 to 17 years. Surveys will be sent to several pre-selected schools so that there is a 50-50 split of students who are living either in socially disadvantaged or affluent areas. The key concept of delinquency will be operationalized so that answers can be assessed as either delinquent behavior present or delinquent behavior not present. Answers will be given a nominal value of either 0 or 1 and then added for each answer of the survey to give an overall score of delinquency. The same operational process will be applied to the other key concept of boredom. Upon completion of the survey, school teachers will collect the surveys and send them back to the researcher. All school students will sign an informed consent form prior to completing the survey. They will be informed that completion of the survey is voluntary. If they do start the survey, they can pull out at any time. Surveys will be completely anonymous, so no identifying information will be required. The researcher's contact details will be provided to all participants so that they are able to make contact at any time if they have any questions.